National Day of Mourning for workers who lost their lives or were injured at work. Monica Martinez was at City Hall where officials paid tribute to the 121 lives lost at the workplace last year.
The construction industry is one of the most dangerous workplaces in BC. 29 construction workers were killed last year alone. But the industry has gotten a lot safer over the last 20 years.
We make them fill out forms when you're running a job, that they understand the safety procedures and everything else now, before they would just go to work.
Holmes has been in the industry for 38 years.
So you're more cautious now. You want to be able to retire with everything working.
121 other British Columbians didn't make it home last year, and many more were injured. On April 28th, we remembered those people. It was the National Day of Mourning. At Vancouver City Hall, a wreath was placed under the Day of Mourning plaque, followed by a moment of silence.
Not one death should be tolerated at the workplace. There is a lot more work to do.
This health and safety advocate says educating people is the key to workplace safety.
As well as stop bad practices. If you see people that are doing things that are going to put themselves or others at risk of injury or death, that you should just step up and not allow that.
68,000 BC workers wear decals to recognize April 28th.
You'll notice there's a lot of pins that are out, and guys wear them. I wear a pin on my vest at work every day.
For workers across Canada, this day of mourning means a lot.
I thought about the people's families and all that stuff. Like he said, you go to work in the morning, you say bye to your wife, but you don't realize that may be the last time you ever see them, or they may see you and everything. So this is good they're doing this. It means a lot.
The day is a reminder while there is less risk on the job now, there is still a lot of work that needs to be done. Monica Martinez in Vancouver for BCIT Magazine.
Now Monica Martinez joins us live. Monica, there were commemorative ceremonies across the country and a few other memorials in Vancouver. How else were people paying tribute?
That's right, Alwena. Here in Vancouver, there was a solemn ceremony held at the Vancouver Art Gallery early Wednesday. WorkSafe BC also had a ceremony at the Vancouver Convention Centre, and there was a Fisherman's Memorial in Steveston.
So can you give us a little background on the Day of Mourning?
Sure, it was initiated by the Canadian Union of Public Employees 26 years ago. The Day of Mourning has spread to over 80 countries, although it's known internationally as Workers' Memorials Day. Workers and employees recognize the day in various ways, including lighting candles, donning ribbons, and wearing black armbands, as well as observing moments of silence. Alwena?
Thank you, Monica. With the end of the school year approaching, many students are searching online for their next summer job. But as Joe Perkins explains, job search engines aren't the only way to find work.
With the school year wrapping up, many students have two things on their mind: final exams and summer employment. BCIT marketing student Matt Human is like many students. He's finding it difficult to find work for the summer.
It is tough, and because you're in such a job-related program that you want a job that your program's going to lead you to.
Like many students, Matt uses the internet to look for work, sometimes spending hours searching websites, hoping to find that one great job.
Craigslist is a big one, Workopolis, just any job-related site that really gets my resume out there.
Financial consultant Kalen Stewart remembers when he was in university. Having trouble finding summer work, he started his own painting company, and he hired his friends.
Our painting company is called Tomorrow's Tuition, so our big pitch was obviously that we're students, and this was a way to fund our education.
Last July, Stats Canada released a report that showed 20.9% of students were unemployed for the summer. This year, figures are up slightly, perhaps due in large part to e-jobs, one of the many services offered here at Burnaby's BCIT campus.
E-jobs, students just can register online for e-jobs, and then they receive different opening positions.
Along with e-jobs, Matthew Chong's been working on a new section in the student agenda. It's aimed solely at helping students find work.
There's jobs out there, it just depends on where you want to go, and I think in the short term, taking something that may eventually lead to something greater is going to be the best strategy.
For now, Matt is sticking to his strategy, and if he doesn't find anything online, at least he has options. Joe Perkins in Burnaby for BCIT Magazine.
The Grape Box in Burnaby offers employment for people living with developmental disabilities. They work alongside professional carpenters who act as mentors. As Sam Numsen found out, it's a learning experience for everyone involved.
mask, safety glasses, and earmuffs. For Stanley Fell, it's all part of the job. Stanley has a developmental disability. But here at the Grape Box, he's a carpenter, learning new skills and having a little fun while he's at it.
I make boxes, wine, ice boxes, crates, all kinds of boxes. Had a lot of fun sometimes. Some days bad days, some good days.
Stanley spends 3 days a week here at the Grape Box, making cedar wine boxes and furniture. He's one of several who work alongside master carpenter Pratap Singh. He says working at the Grape Box is a positive experience for all those involved.
Most of the time we staff are like their guidance. We help them, we train them at the same time, and we demonstrate them how things are done. Today, Stanley operates almost every machine in this workshop. When I see these guys working and being happy at the end of that day, that makes my day. So if we can find work for one of these guys elsewhere, that will be very good.
A little fun, some creativity, it's all in a day's work here at the Grape Box. Sam Numsen in Burnaby for BCIT Magazine.
Big Rock Beer will be hosting their annual commercial contest in Calgary next month. Alison Riley met some local finalists who are making their third trip to the Eddie's Award Show.
Usually beer doesn't inspire the best decisions, but for Liz Blue and Miles Forrester, it may have inspired an award-winning commercial.
So Big Rock Beer is a local beer from Calgary, Alberta. They hold a competition every year for 4 commercials.
These two aren't strangers to the Big Rock Eddie's commercials competition. They've made the finals 3 years in a row, placing second last year.
Well, I think the Big Rock Eddies are a great outlet for people across Canada to enter a free competition that has no boundaries. Basically all that happens is they tell you the deadline, and you have a 60-second time limit, and you can make anything.
Hi, my name's Veronica, and I love to party.
Their concept this year is So You Think You Can Drink Canada, a parody of a popular reality show. The big draw to the Eddies for these two is the complete artistic freedom.
It's a great experience to put something together that you create from start to finish, and you're totally in control of. You don't have clients or anybody else telling you what to do and what not to do.
Even though it's hard work, the Eddies has its benefits.
You can make some great contacts and the beer.
Alison Riley in Vancouver for BCIT Magazine.
Up next on BCIT Magazine, we take a sneak peek at some art from the One World Art Show.
And moms and babies learn sign language to help them communicate before the little ones can talk. Stay with us.